Sunday, December 13th. I'm getting ready to make lemon cookies. Well, actually, frost the lemon cookies. I used 6 lemons and added 10x sugar to it. And I have to keep adding sugar because right now the icing is too thin. Therefore, I need more sugar, please. And the trick is you have to get the right consistency with sugar and lemon. Can't have the icing too thick or too thin. Okay, let's try that. Because if it's too thin, then the icing will just fall right off the cookies. We want it nice and coated, but not too much. Boy, we got a lot of juice. It's a good thing I didn't tell you to make squeeze more lemons there, Tara.
Okay.
Alright, need more sugar, please. I think that'll, yep, might as well finish the bag. Thank you.
More than that.
A little more of that, please. Okay, thank you, that's enough. We're getting somewhere.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you. That takes the pressure off my arm. That does help. I can feel this thickness. Not sure.
I think it needs to be thicker because if it's too thin,
thick,
it'll
right.
just fall right off the cookies.
Yep.
We need
and
to
it's
coat
still,
the cookies well.
Yeah, wow, that is too thin still.
Yep.
More sugar, please. Holy mackerel. No wonder Diane likes it so much. She said, what's got lemon and sugar? What's not to like? Okay, let's stop. Thank you. This should do it.
These are everybody's favorites, but it's really interesting how they come to be.
And it's messy. You'll see in a minute.
Ticky, mommy, ticky.
Yeah. Yep, it's working now. That should be enough.
Okay.
Just have to get it all in there. I got a spin bowl. This is awesome. Go.
When?
Water, please. As you can see, that's good. The icing got a little too thick. When that happens, you can either add a little bit of water or you can squeeze another lemon. And we still need a little more water. Just a little bit, please. That's good. This should do it. Come on. Round and round and round. The icing is finished. I ended up using 6 lemons, the juice of the lemons. And then I also added 10x sugar, or confectioner sugar, slowly, and to get the desired consistency, which is, this is not too thick, not too thin, because the cookies have to get coated. Now, here comes the fun part. There are 197 cookies that is going to get poured into the icing all at once, because the only way to get the cookies completely coated is to have them all in, and then I literally have to dive in here with my hand and mix it all up and coat them, and then they're gonna be put on the wax paper, little bit by my assistant, because once I'm in the bowl, I'm done.
Okay.
So, as they say, let's get the show on the road. Assistant? All the cookies in at once. because they have to be evenly coated. So just let it go. Just let them come on right in. Just dump the bag. 197. I know, it's hard to believe. But yes, I have to put my hand. You can't even see the icing anymore.
And what would happen if you only put half in at a time, Vern?
All the icing would get, the cookies would soak up the icing, and there wouldn't be enough for the other cookies. So you have to do it this way, and I have to go all the way at the bottom, which right now I'm having a little difficulty getting down to because there's so many, but that's the fun part. And once my hand is in here, we're done.
Oh, look, it's become a three-handed job like most of our jobs.
It's messy, and then Terry doesn't like this part. And see? Then you have to peel off the ice. You know, you have to coat it, but not too much coating. And everybody has to get even shake, so to speak. So I have to put them all in at once.
Okay, we're going to step away, Vern, from the camera and let you make a little progress, and then we'll record more in a little bit.
I'm icing the cookies. I have to reach down in the very bottom with all this lovely lemon icing cookie and icing the cookies. See, they all have to go in at once because otherwise there'll be too much icing on all the cookies, and then some would be bare and some would be too much. And as much as I love lemon cookies, there's too much icing at times. Because I think I have to swing it all the way around and try to get these guys to go down to the bottom on this side, because even though they're on the bottom, if I don't put my hand in the icing and swirl them around in there. See, some of them are like hardly anything on, and then you have these that have a whole lot, and it's not good. It's a messy job. And the first time I had to do this, I'm like, why am I doing this? But it's well worth it. Everybody think these are everybody's favorite cookies. Mine too. Ah, there we go. Pay dirt. See, look at all that down there. The bottom ones are having a good time. The top ones are like, excuse me. Wow. Yes, please. Other way, actually. Ooh, did I get... My assistant's gonna be covered just as much.
Okay, we'll check on Vern in a few.
Okay, assistant, let's show them how well we've coated. And it's time to start taking them out. I literally have to put them, just start dropping them, and my assistant will put them up for all the way at the top as far as you can reach. And as I'm taking them out, I also rub off some of the icing because we don't want too much. Like I said, too much, too little. And every once in a while something like this happens. It breaks. But that's to be expected because you're dealing with a lot of cookies. Sometimes they come out 2, 3. So the person who gets to assist me with this gets just as messy as I do. And that's why Terry don't want to do it.
You got that right.
Because all I be hearing out of her is, ticky, mommy, ticky. It is a mess, but it's a good mess. And I must say, we make the best lemon cookies, but I'm biased. What can I say? We've gotten better over the years. And all this icing under here, you'll be amazed that once I'm finished, I'll show you at the end that there's still going to be a good amount of icing left that we won't use. And then sometimes you have these cookies get stuck together and I can't peel them apart, so the assistant can peel them apart, please. Oh, thank you, that one didn't. Yeah, and then sometimes because they're stuck together, they don't have anything on their bottom. I see that. Thank you. And there's no way to do this by yourself. You have to have someone to get these off you. Otherwise, be stuck there.
Hey, Vern, can we have a close-up of you showing how you're rubbing the icing around the cookie as you take them out?
Oh, sure.
There we go. See, you have to get them all evenly coated before you can hand them off to the assistant.
Yes.
Very good. Thanks, Vern.
You're welcome. See, look at that. See how much that's way too much.
Right. And if you attempted to do this with a spoon, that's what happens. The icing just lays all over the cookies and it's too much.
Yep. Like all these cookies underneath here has way too much icing. But at the same time, I have to stir. Right now that I've gotten, and that's the other thing too, I've gotten a decent amount out the bowl, I can stir even more to get more icing. Sorry, assistant. And I believe, Tara, that we actually have more cookies than we did last year.
That may be the case.
But that's okay. More for me. No. Just kidding, folks. We love making cookies and we love giving them out to our friends, and they love them because they actually get to a point where, are you making cookies this year? We'll keep making our cookies till we can't make them anymore. Alrighty, we're coming into the home stretch here. See the bottom of the bowl? This is what's left of 197 cookies. But see, look at all this that if I had just used a spoon or something, I mean, these are like really coated and I really have to clean them up because that's way too much icing. See, look at that. That's way too thick. I have to scrape it off. Not that they're... My trusty assistant here is great because I'm amazing, but even I can't do this by myself. And see, look at how much we have. Now what they'll do is they'll dry on wax paper. Needs a couple hours for them to dry completely. And then I have to turn them over so that the other side will dry. Because otherwise, before we can pack them, put them in a Ziploc bag or anything, because as delicious as these are, if they're the least bit sticky, it's not good to pack them away. Ooh, now look at this one. Now, as much as I love icing, there's way too much. And that's what happens when they're at the bottom, especially. But look at all the icing that was used up.
You used up a lot. There's always a little bit left or a lot left because you cannot completely estimate exactly what you're going to need because you just don't know. You're pouring that whole big bag of cookies in there.
Yeah. Another one that's bathed in it, but that's okay. Just scrape it off, rub it off, whatever you have to do, but not too much. It's a little tricky too when your hand's covered in it. So some will be a little bit more lemony than others, but overall it won't be too much. Sorry about that. You also get real sticky from the icing, so eventually what happens is the cookies start to stick. And we're almost finished. There's 2 left in the bowl.
Ooh.
1. And the last one is done.
And we'll take a look at all the cookies on the table.
And see what's left in the bowl.
Some icing left.
Not much.
Not too bad.
Let me try and get some of this off my hand. Thank you, because needless to say, I have to wash my hand. Thank you. Okay, and I'm heading to the sink. And I can really get a full view of all the cookies.